All right, welcome back. Another Spinato spin here. Just been informed that this is our 100th show. So a good Spinato spin will do you more. There's 100 shows in the bank, and there's 99. This makes 100. So it's great to be here. Super to be here. Excited as all get out. Been doing it now for about 2 years now, so we're excited as we possibly can be to be here to give you some information, help you get going. I want to start off with something I think is very powerful, and just measure my words while I do it here. You got to understand that the more control you have over what thoughts are entering into your mind, the better chance you have of maybe having a better day, a better year, a better life, all the things that you need. Think about this. Right now, right now, today, I choose to let nothing stop me or stand in my way. No problem or defeat is ever the end of the road for me. I know that roads don't stop, people do. So I make sure I keep my roads going, and so do I. I keep moving, and that keeps me winning. And I will win. Ask me why. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I have faith, courage, and enthusiasm. You see, that lays the groundwork for the conversation we're going to get into now. Self-talk is very powerful. It's very instrumental in a lot of things that people do. But it's funny. A lot of people say, well, that's a bunch of garbage, self-talk, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? It's not garbage. It's not malarkey. You're already doing it. You just don't even realize it. There's an internal dialogue that goes through everybody all the time, every second of the day. It's just a matter of whether or not you can recognize it. See, the problem is a lot of people do have that, but they have a negative type of internal dialogue. That's what stops them. That's why people don't lose weight. That's why people don't get into shape. That's why people don't get a job that they love and can't think of anything else other than to keep doing their work and enjoying themselves and making themselves prosperous and having a wonderful life. It's those things that stop them. You see, we all have the ability to be Superman, don't we? We really do. The Bible says real simple, the kingdom of heaven is within us. And it's all about our mind. It's all about how we use our mind. It's all, the most powerful book ever written in the history of self-development, maybe in the history of the world outside of the Bible, was the book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He analyzed people that had great lives. He wanted to know what it was. What was the common denominator? He found out what it was, and he told us. He wrote it down for us and let us know that we all can be Superman. We can also be underdog, too, if you think about it. There's always an opportunity to do our best. There's always an opportunity to exceed our expectations. How do you do it? It goes back to the book. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. That's what it's all about. He's talking about your mind. He's talking about programming your mind. What I just did there, if you take what I said in the beginning of the show, take that information, write it down, and listen to it over and over and over again for 15 minutes, 3 times a day, for 21 days, you're going to have a different perspective of life. And the most important thing is you do it in your own voice. You don't listen to my words, you listen to your own words telling you. Because then all of a sudden you're programmed, you start believing, you develop an attitude, develop a feeling, and it goes right into your action, doesn't it? We went over this last week. I want to make sure that was crystal clear. There's another thing about the power we're talking about, right? Let's get the voice up, the power picture up there. There you go. Keep your power. How do you keep your power? You keep your power by keeping your focus. You make sure the stuff that gets into your mind is positive, enriching, and tells you how good you are and how much potential you really have. That little voice is going to keep going on off in your head saying, I can't do it, I can't do it. Am I crazy doing this? Why am I doing this? I shouldn't be doing this. There's no way I can do this. No, you don't want to listen to that voice. You want to turn that off. You want to have a voice more powerful. Here's something I wanted to throw out to you. Nobody can motivate you long range. Nobody. You have to have develop an ability to motivate yourself. You see, they call that permanency. Well, what about if you got your self-talk going well enough where you can motivate yourself on your own whenever you need to, Wouldn't that even be better than me up here telling you a whole bunch of stuff? It's a lot better, I tell you. It's a lot more economical too. At the same time, you don't have to worry about going to the video or listen to something again. You can listen to yourself, and you can do something incredible. Yeah, here we go with another picture, just so we get some idea. Yeah, you gotta sell out. You gotta sell out. You gotta buy into the cause. You gotta buy into you. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta make sure you believe what I just told you about developing the right dialogue with yourself. You know, just because I said about, you know, nothing's gonna stop me, that doesn't mean that's your only dialogue. You can create whatever dialogue you want. The key is you create it. Don't let outside forces make you feel different than what you really want to be. You want to be somebody, don't you? You want to be something that, you know, that people 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the road say something about in a positive way. This is our chance. I'm up here telling you this because I believe this is a big, what would you call it, a missing link that can make you go from wherever you are right now to an incredible spot where you really want to be. You know, I like to wrap it up with this because I think this is a very, very poignant, and we're in special times right now in the history of our country, history of the world. It's called Special Moments, written by Winston Churchill, and it's real simple. It goes, everybody at one time has a special moment for which they were born. Now, when that person seizes that moment, he fulfills his mission. And it is a mission for which he is uniquely qualified. And in that moment, when he fulfills his mission, he finds greatness. And that is his finest hour. Your finest hour is yet to come, right? You haven't done the best you can yet, right? You're always trying to do better. You're always trying to get to the next step. You're always trying to prove that you can do something one more time better and more often. You know, the Kazan, that's what the Japanese and a lot of the Far East thought is, process is always improve, always find a better way, always find one more thing you can do the next day, just that little bit more principle. That can make a difference in your life. Always great to talk to you. I do hope you have a great week, and thanks again for watching the Spinato Spins. Have a great night. Bye-bye now.